anyway, here we are. What's the next thing on my list? Okay. In Revelation 6:6, it says in the New International Version, it says, "Then I heard what sounded," I got to read this as though it comes across. "Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the four living." Have you ever heard what is it, the scriptures that are being read by people, and they are like very dramatic when they're reading the scriptures? I love those things. And they would go like this. "Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the four living creatures saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wages, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wages. And do not damage the oil and the wine." Now, why am I reading that? Let me just tell you what. Now, I have heard for years that, and I guess I never looked it up because I always just accepted it, is that in the future, there would be that we would have to buy bread, or bread would cost as much as a day's wages. And I can't find that. I didn't see that anywhere. Now, this comes, if you look that up, if you do a Google search, you'll find that it always puts up Revelation 6:6. And I mean, you can do a search for a day's wages would buy a loaf of bread or something like that. And it's just not there. But I mean, maybe my guests, hey, if my guests come in, they could let me know. But so anyway, I'm at Home Depot this past week buying paint and some stuff because we're doing a little remodeling here. And so whenever you go through the checkout counter, they have these impulse items, and of course, impulse items. I do pretty good when I go through the checkout, and I'm checking out. Here's the you're running through your scanner, your little scanner over it, and your impulse items are over here on the side, and most people need to kind of get a little curtain or something that hangs off of your glasses like this or something, so you don't see the impulse items over there. Now, so I have a weakness for paydays. Okay, I have a weakness for paydays, and there you go. And so I bought a payday. I didn't look at the price, but I went ahead and scanned it through. And of course, once I scanned it, I had to pay for the stinking thing. And I cannot believe this. Maybe you can read this. Now, this is my receipt. Can you see that? Will that focus on there? $2.38 for a stinking payday. So I believe Revelation 6:6 should say that someday in the future, it will be a payday for a day's wages. Of course, I know that's an exaggeration and all, but still, $2.38 for, and I mean, it's the same thing if you buy practically anything, and they're like, I mean, it depends on how many buy. And as you can see, I've eaten part of it, but I was going to try to get the whole thing, but I bought this 3 or 4 days ago, and I was going to try to do it on the show today, and it sat there, and of course, my eyes are going, oh man, look at that payday, that sucker looks so good. And so, I ate part of it. But anyway, a day's wages for a payday. Hold up. Wait, is that redundant? Is that redundant? A day's anyway, moving on here. Here's one more.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.